Hi crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady, or if you're new here, thank you so much for joining. I'm Lori, and what I was going to do for a couple of videos, because I have a few journals in mind for upcoming. Which one I'll work on, I have no idea. So what I was going to do is I do need to make up a few journal covers, because I have found this awesome burlap stuff at the Dollar Tree, and it's got bees on it. And you know, I'm allergic to bees, but I like bee papers, and I want to do a bee journal so bad. So I've collected up 2 boxes worth of stuff to make a bee journal with, and you know, there'll probably be several different ones and then I found this bee honeycomb fabric to go. And so what I'm going to do, this will be the inside, this is going to be the outside. And so what I was thinking, where you know, you've got the burlap and you can kind of see through it, so I'm going to put it on a vanilla envelope, or manila envelope. And then I was taking some grungy hinge, and this is where I was testing out, you know, what I needed, the color combinations I needed to get it to where it looks like it's got, you know, the honey behind it. And I like that. I think that's going to be pretty. So what I was doing was, and I got these at Dollar Tree, of course, and it had the little, where's this little thing at? It had this little piece here with the little hooks on it. So you just take that out of there, and we'll throw it over there. We'll use it, or maybe just throw it in the trash, we don't know. So what we're going to do is, after I get the front of this fixed up however I want it, so I'm wanting to put, you know, the honeycomb, because you can see through this, you know. So I was thinking that what I would do is, when I glue this down with Fabri-Tac, because I want to cover it over, you know, make it look a little finished. I don't want that burlap, because it's going to fray. See, it just pulls it, and that's not going to be pretty. But this will be cute. So I'm kind of, and you may not be able to see that behind there, but I wanted something behind that besides just that envelope color. So that's what I'm doing right now. So, you know, and then after I sat here and looked at it, I was like, I don't think you're going to tell, but we're going to do it anyway. Because my thinking was, you know, that when I glue that down and it's smooth on it, that you would be able to see in the little crosshairs of this burlap, the little honeycombs. So it looks like the bees are landing to make honey on their little hive. That was my thinking, or reasoning why I wanted to do this. So like I said, I've got and these are little makeup brushes that I got at Dollar Tree for my ink. Instead of buying the high price ones, I got these. This ink is Rusty Hinge, and then I got Vintage Photo that I'm going to dust some on the tops, if you'll see right here. So, but I think that looks like honey, and I may not cover it, to be honest with you. I may just do this on the outside of this one, and then I'll take another envelope and we'll wrap it with this fabric for the inside. No, it's a little bit too much. Or I could do this one. I mean, all of these were at the Dollar Tree. And then I found this sunflower burlap as well. So I was thinking about, you know, doing that. That'd be some, you know, cloth covers, and most of the journals that you purchase from Etsy are, you know, will go in this standard office envelope, because it is 12 inches by 9 inches, and then, you know, you print on 11 by 8.5. So, and then I'll give you some room, and so then we'll glue this flap down on here, and you'll fold it, and that'll be your cover. Which, you know, that would be fine by in itself right there, I actually think. I may just do that with this one, just do this bee comb on it because I've got some toppers, vanilla or wood veneer toppers of bees and honeycombs and stuff like that I think would be really cute on that. So I think I may just do this. I'm going to figure this burlap out off camera because I think that's going to be a little bit too messy and a little bit too long for a camera. But I will try my best to figure it out. And then, because I want to do one so bad like that. I think it's going to be pretty. So what I was going to do, I got off of work tonight. I said, I'm going to go make me some covers. And like I said, I may not work on one of these journals until later on in the summer. But, you know, I need a cover for it eventually. So why not do it? And you just line your stencil up. I didn't do it quite well right there, but you know what, that's okay. It's free-handed. So, is everyone getting ready for Easter? This video will be going up for Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday. I'm actually filming it on Thursday evening. So, I was just sitting around, and which I had planned on because I was like, you know, this week it's going to be a little rough getting stuff together for Easter and that, and working out everybody's schedule for what we are all going to do. But, you know, it hadn't been too bad. Work hadn't been too bad either, so, you know. Oh, I like that. That kind of looks like my handprint, doesn't it? Right, so let's fix this over here. Yeah, so I was like, I really need to get me some covers for my project boxes that I've got over here that keeps piling up and I hadn't done nothing with. But and then like you can take these also and you can get like a fat quarters, because I know Hobby Lobby has some really pretty fat quarters in the summertime. So does Joann's. They have beautiful fabrics that you could get and cover the office type vanilla. I can't even say it. Can't even say it. The manila envelopes. And what's so funny is I was telling my mama what I was gonna do this evening. And after I came home from work and we ate, and she was like, "Are you gonna shoot you a video?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She goes, "Well, what you think you gonna make this week?" And I said, "Well, I gotta make me some journals so I can take those envelopes, you know, office envelopes. Oh, them vanilla ones?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She's so cute. I said, "Yeah." And then now she's got me saying it. So the colors I used was, like it said, vintage photo and rusty hinge, and I think that's all I'm going to do to that. So I'm going to hang these back over here. And their little spots. Oh, and I got this, you know, this is for paintbrushes or color pencils or whatever you want. They have this at Dollar Tree as well. So all of these came from Dollar Tree, all of this stuff. And these I use for like a, you know, when you poke a hole in your, in the top of your tag and you can't quite get your inker in there, put some ink on that and do it up. Works great. These are new ones. So, and then I'll take my my label maker and I'll put on there. This is Victorian Velvet, rusty hinge, black, you know, all that. So then you got your spot on there labeled up for your little ink blender and where it goes. So then that way you don't get think you're getting a vintage photo and pull it out and it's a pink, you know. So that did happen to me. That's why I started labeling stuff. I was like, oh no. So then I'm just going to take and just wipe this off before I set it over here to the side and get all this ink on everything else. But yeah, that's a real fun, easy way you can take stencils and get you some envelopes and ink them up, whatever you want to do with them. And yes, I got fumble fingers today. I can't pick up and hang on to stuff, so This may be a little annoying. I'm sorry, y'all. Just work with me, though. Just work with me. All right, so we're going to put that to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and bust out the Fabri-Tac because I like the way it works. Get me a glue wipey. We're going to glue this flippy flap down here. All right, so, and I don't want to make any pockets, so it doesn't really matter if that's how far that's glued down, but I just want it secured enough to where, and then I may afterwards try to run this through my sewing machine. And no, I am nowhere near ready to show any type of thing about sewing to anyone. My sewing abilities are minuscule, if at all, you know. So I have no clue about a sewing machine, have no clue about, you know, anything to do with sewing on a sewing machine. But I did buy me one that I found on Amazon, and you can also get it from I believe it was Michael's is where I saw it at, also on their website. But I got it off of Amazon. No, I did get that from Michael's. Yeah, because I had it in my Amazon cart, waiting for it to go on special. But yeah, so I got that when I bought all of my my ink pads. Yeah, see, oh, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Am I in the video? Yeah. See, because I was thinking, because you can see through that, so I was thinking, oh well, whatever. We'll make us one with that anyways. I don't care. All right, so this, what I'm going to do, changing up the plan, is I'm just going to take, because I do want to use this. And I think that would be really pretty to make me a bead journal out of this. And that is the simplest form of the cover that you could get. I'm telling you what, just, you know, get you a stencil, get you some pretty ink, and, you know, put it on there. And there you go. Simple cover for my bead journal. I think that's gonna be pretty. I like that a lot. So what am I going to do on the inside now? Because, you know, I messed it up trying out my ink. So what am I going to do with that? Well. Question. I don't know. I know I am going to put a top on this. And I also know I have enough pages printed off and scrapbooking paper hoard. Just scrapbooking paper for days with bees and stuff. Is that kind of looking purpley, I think? Yeah, which that's fine too, because you can put some flowers in it. Yes, you could. See, on this side it looks kind of purpley with that hinge and that. I might have to, which that's fine. I like that as well. I do like that. Alright, so what I think I would do is when I get into my paperwork magic of, you know, pulling out papers to go with the kit that matches from my scrapbooking papers, what I'm going to do is I will take and put me, you know, like my scrapbook paper on the inside cover and just glue it right up to where it, or maybe just leave a little lip, you know, just maybe an 1/8 or a 1/16 all around. But glue it as close as I can to the edge. And I'm going to leave just, you know, probably, let's see, maybe an 1/8 of an inch down the middle, just so it doesn't impede my sewing into my spine. Which it wouldn't anyways if I just covered the whole thing. It would not do that. No, it wouldn't. Okay, anyways, I'm going to quit yapping about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put scrapbook paper on this when we get to working on that journal. And then I'm going to leave this the way it is. And that, I think that's going to work just fine. Yep. Because I've got, like I said, I've got a wood veneer. That's a little bee and a honeycomb and a sunflower. in a mason jar looking thing that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put it on there. And I think that's going to be pretty. And then, you know what we'll do after we get our paper picked out for this journal, we'll take and we'll put it down, and then when we get to that point, I'm probably going to just go on ahead and work on a bee journal next, just, you know, because I'm getting ideas. I'm getting the creative flow going. So then we'll ink around this with our vintage photo and just dress it on up a little bit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's going to be pretty. See, I wish we had, you know, the vision sharing of what I'm picturing. So that's why I wanted to, you know, I'm like, well, I'll just have to shoot a video and show it. You know, we'll just have to show it to them. So then, let's go ahead. Let's get us another envelope. So see these here, so like in the pack at Dollar Tree, they have these where it has the self-adhesion here. You just peel and stick. There's 5 in a pack for $1.25. Well, this pack, it's got the little clip on it, and there was 6 in a pack. So, you know, so see where it's hooked on the inside there? If you can see that, you just pull it off just like you would a staple. That's pretty much it. Now I'm going to say that, and I'll probably tear it, but that's okay because it's going to get covered with paper anyway. Or this one. So usually what I do, or what I was thinking of doing, if I can get this off of here. See, I'm making it look harder than what it was because the other, there we go. See, comes right off. And that's going to be covered because see, look, when you fold your flap over, look at there. And then you'll put paper over it, or you'll put fabric over it, and be just fine. Be just fine. Alright, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to take and glue this flat down, and I think I'm just going to go on ahead and put this on here. Now, we'll put it down with Fabri-Tac, and we'll have to let it sit for a little bit. And then what I would do is I would cut your fabric to where it is about a good inch longer all the way around. So when you fold it over and glue it down on the inside, it has that finished edge on it. Now that is, you know, well, with this burlap, because see, it's going to fray no matter, you know, it's just going to fray. So then that way we'll have it glued on the inside. And so then I would take another with this beehive honeycomb fabric, and I would cover another envelope, and then I would take those 2 envelopes and glue them together. So you'd have the outside cover on one, and then you'd have the inside cover on the other with your fabric folded on the inside with the finished edge. And then that way you can take and glue them down with some Fabri-Tac in the middle and put them both together. And then you have your edges where you could take and you could run them through your sewing machine, and you could sew around. Or you could add some lace in between them, which I may do that too. That's going to be pretty. So, yep, you could do that. And then you could still, you know, put it down with a little bead of Fabri-Tac all the way around when you put it with your lace, and then run it through the sewing machine too. Yes, ma'am, you sure could. All right, so I'm going to glue my flap down. And no, I have not reinvented the wheel here, and I'm just going to be quite honest with you. This I saw on Miss Gail Augustinelli's channel. I sure did. I love watching that lady. She is so helpful. And I'm not a tutorial type person, but you know, I do probably be like, you know, hey, I'm doing this, or I'm thinking about doing this, and this is the reason why. Because for one, my hands hurt, and for two, I found, you know, this is a little easier on me, you know, and I think it's going to work. So that's what I do. And so then I'm like, well, let me share my helpful little tips with my buddies and my crafty friends, and maybe it'll help them too. So I'm going to pull out my other pad here. And these I got as American Crafts, but they had these at the top shelf. They sure did, for like $5, y'all, for these big ones. And, you know, my pink one, I got it at Michael's. I think it was like $19, but, you know, I had to have it. It was pink. And then I had I had some, what is that, voucher things. And then I went down and I got that. So I said, my mom was like, are you going to Winston just to get a cutting mat? I said, no, they've got Christmas pads for like $3. So I got to go get me some. So that's what we went and did. We went and done that. Which, and I'm sorry about that racket here with this ink, but, or this glue, this Fabri-Tac. So I want to try to get this covered as good as I can to hold that on there and put it down as quick as I can, because I don't know the allowance of dry time for the Fabri-Tac yet. You know, I haven't worked with it that much to where I'm like, oh yeah, I can yik yak for a minute and show you what I'm doing and talk about why I'm doing it. All right, is that straight? Get it straight, lady. Get it straight. So I'm probably just going to do this with it like that. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then we'll just take and smooth it out the best we can, because we know we didn't cover completely with the glue, but we're going to try to get it glued on there the best we can. And where that's really not seeping up through. I'm so, ooh wee, that does make a racket. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'll try to do it sideways and easy. If you can see, my finger don't want to bend today. Alrighty, so we're going to try our best to get this glue down. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. I want this crinkle wrinkle here to get out of there where it was folded up. Let me see, is it adhering good? Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. Oh, bless me, it looks good. I love it. Oh, that is going to be so pretty. I'm just going to be quite honest with you. I was thinking it would work, but I didn't know, because I had never done, a burlap like that. Now, I've taken and made chipboard covers and stuff and such like that out of the burlap, but I've only, cut a piece, like I would cut the bee out and put it in the center of it, and then have the little frayed edge, around the bee type stuff like that, and decorated up some mini albums and such, which I'll get into doing some of those on here too if y'all stick around long enough. Hang out with me. I just love crafting, I really do. I mean, like I said, I'm not doing this for, financial gain or whatever. If that happens, Lord bless it. If not, then I'm just happy. I like crafting. I'm in here just hanging out, talking to my friends, and showing them purties. Oh man, that looks good. Alrighty, so I'm going to take, because I don't want to try to fight scissors today, and I'm going to see if this will cut it. I hope it does. Is that cutting it? Yes, it is. Alrighty, and then let's make sure they're together. Mind frame doing this? Okay, yeah. I didn't want to be like, what is she doing over here talking about cutting something? I can't even see it. So then I'm going to go like so. I'm just going to finish that off. It don't have to be straight, like I said. But now if you're doing a fat quarter, those are, most of the time those are like, I want to say 18 by 20, depending on the direction of it. You could get you 2 journal covers out of that. Now see this bit here, I would take, and cut a bee out and fix it on the tag, a whole bee that would be, just take and cut a circle around it, and then you could probably, and I want to think, might put that down after you cut a circle around it on a tag or a pocket, which I'm going to do that, and we'll see in a few videos, and do some fraying on it but, you know, glue it around it to where, like, the fray won't destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Probably not, but because I'm not real clear with that. So, like, you would just take and cut around it. See where that's fraying? I would take Fabri-Tac and glue that down, and then just have the little fray bits. Oh, yes, ma'am. I think that's going to be pretty. Well, I guess we know for sure now what Miss Lori here is going to be doing for her next journal. And my mama is going to be mad because she just vacuumed my floor for me for the weekend with family coming. I'll have to do that before she finds out. I just, Mama, don't come in the room. I'm working. Alright, so then I'm just going to take, I'm going to do this right here. And then we're just going to come right on down this edge here. And I know that's nowhere near, you know, what we would call straight. But that's okay. I got a little mini vac. I'll get that up. Alright, so now, let's close these up so I don't injure myself and put them back where they go. Oh, yes. Alright, so see, then we're going to flip it. And I didn't mean to throw that in your face. I'm sorry. Are the bees going to be somewhat straight? Or are they going to be looking like they're flying crooked? See, and we'll do that. Yes, I like it. Like it a lot. So basically, all we're doing is just, you know, cutting some fabric because this is 12 inches, so you want to add an inch. So you'll need a piece that is 14 inches wide and you'll need it. This is 9 inches, so you'll need to add an inch on each side, so it'll be 14 long ways, landscape wise, by 11 portrait wise, tall. And that should wrap it plenty and fine without any bits hanging. Oh yes, okay. Where's my scissors? Tim Holtz, where'd you get? So, you know, we're gonna just take, and if I can get a hold of the scissors. So on your corners here, what you want to do is you kind of want to cut at an angle up to the corner and back, you know, just at an angle. So then, you know, you don't have that extra bulk in here, because like if you can see, if I'll be still and let it long enough. So when you fold this over, you're going to glue this down, and then see, and that's going to leave all of this bulk in the corner. So where I cut this one at an angle, and this is, you do the same when you cover book corners and such. So we'll take and we'll glue this down, and then we'll glue this bit down like that. So that's called miter your corner. And then I'll probably add some Fabri-Tac pieces there, or I may just let that because when you glue it, I don't think it'll run. I think that'll be a cute little corner. We'll snip it off and that'd be fine. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do that, but I may need to ink around this just in case when I glue it down. Which we can ink all, we could ink that corner afterwards. Yes, we could. Okay. So we're going to do this and this. We'll just miter your corners. And you'll do the same thing, like if you're making a pocket to go on a page, you'll miter the corner so that you don't have that bulky bit in there. And it just, basically all you're doing is just keeping all the extra bulk, so, you know, it'll be a little more smoother. So you won't have a big old fat corner sticking out with all that bulk in it. And it's the same thing with paper. Even though it's fabric, you know, it's all the same. Same idea. Alrighty. So I may not be on too long of a video today. So I was just wanting to show you a few journal tops or covers or what have you. Alright, Julie. what did I do with my Fabri-Tac? I set it back where it went. Let's put these on because these are sharp scissors. I don't want to knock them into my foot. All right. Let me get this mess off of here. Okay, so now we're going to take, we're going to run a bead along here, and we're just wrapping the envelope. That's all we're doing is wrapping the envelope. And I'm going to take this and fold it over here tight and the best I can. And you may have to hold this down for just a minute to let that Fabri-Tac catch it. Go on this burlap anyways. Let's see. Ooh, is that not going to work? Now don't make a liar out of me. Because like I said, I hadn't tried it with this burlap. I know it does it really good with just regular, you know, the fabric stuff. Just regular fabric cloth, like I said, the fat quarters. I know it does it really well with that. I may not have put enough Fabri-Tac on there, to be honest with you fellas. Let's load it up and see what we get. And if this don't work, you may not see this video. I'm just saying. Alrighty. And see, I think it is. What it is, you know, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get it all over my fingers. Because that's going to be a mess. Oh, there we go. Look at yonder. The little spatula idea works so well. I love that. Thank you so much, Gail Augustinelli, for sharing it with the world. I mean, really. See, and that's you know, that's why I want to do these videos, you know. Because who would have thought to use a kitchen utensil to do this with? Come on now, stick down. Grab it. Oh, don't make a mess. Grab it. There we go. Are we down? Oh, quit raising up. My fingers are down. Yeah. It may not do a whole strip at a time. You may have to do bits of it. Because it is, you know, that burlap and it wants to open back up. Because it is stiff. But look at that. I think that's going to work. And then, yes, this is the inside, the back side. See, now look, flip it over. And there's your pretty edge. You know? So there's your pretty edge. And then what we'll do is we'll cover another envelope with the honeycomb here. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, but we'll cover another envelope with this on tomorrow's video, and then we'll glue the two envelopes together. And I'm going to leave it where it's got like where I can put lace on the in between the envelopes, and then I'll put like Fabri-Tac right in the middle and glue it down, so that way I can put lace on in between it. Because I've got some black lace that's got like some little gold in it, and it looks just like it's the honeybee. And I got that from Tamu. I have to say it right, because yeah, my children are fussing at me. It's not Tamu. It's Tamu, not what was I saying? I don't know. But anyways, I'm excited. That's why I can't find the words to talk right now. I'm excited because it's working. But see how you get that sticky on your glue? Looks like it kind of looks like you're messing with crazy glue, don't it? But I love this glue, and I really do think I am going to switch completely over to that, because I mean it works on everything. I mean it really does. But so there's our finished corner, and I'll get the rest of them glued down and let it dry. And then in tomorrow's video, we'll take some of these. We'll take this fat quarter here that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we'll wrap an envelope in that. And I think I may try to show you guys, because I've got some, let me find it. I found some real pretty, sorry about, I'm trying to hold it at an angle, real pretty sunflower tissue paper at a Hobby Lobby. And it was $1.49 regular price, but it was one of those buy one get one type deals. So I've got tissue paper that we can do. I've got several different kinds of tissue paper here. And I'm going to do one with this cover on it. And then this one would be for my purple rose journal. Oh, I think it's going to be so pretty. So I may not, you know, do all of these in the next 2 videos. And then this. Oh my gracious. Look at that. Who does not love the little truck? I love the white ones, the pink ones, or the blue one here. I'm trying to hold it at an angle so it doesn't have the glare on it. And I've got a paper kit from Cartabella that is, I want to say, Sunflower Market or Spring Market. I'm pretty sure it is Spring Market and Sunflower Market, I think. No, Spring Market. Spring Market is this one. Yep. That has this little truck and the whole little bits to go with it. So that's what I'm going to use that for. Okay. Alright, so enough yip-yakking about, you know, what I'm going to do. And I hope this was a somewhat, you know, some easy cover ideas. Because I did have a brand new viewer from that requested this. And I was just so taken aback that someone would ask me to show them how to do something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I didn't want to put your name out because I didn't know if you would feel comfortable with that. But thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Your comments were just so welcome. And thanks for joining and crafting along. I hope I don't lead you astray. And I hope what I show you are useful and helpful in your crafting journey. Like I said, you know, this is my pastime, you know, this, and I was like, you know, some days you don't feel crafty every day, but, you know, I always sit down here, you know, at least an hour or something, sometime during the day, every day, and do a little something. You know, I may not, you know, start this whole big drawn out building a book project or building a mini album, but I always have something on my desk to work on. Like if, you know, I'm like, oh, let me check it out. Let me do this. Oh, my dog's barking. My girls are home. So I'm going to let you guys go before he gets riled up. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Happy scrapping. Happy scrapping.